I get a lot of calls from physicians, dentists, attorneys, and other high-income professionals who come in asking some version of the same question. Can this help me with my taxes? And I want to answer that question with clarity because I think the most important thing I can do in this video is be clear about what real estate investing can and cannot do for you and what you should ask your CPA before you decide. I'm not a CPA. I'm not a tax attorney. Nothing in this video is personalized tax advice, and I want to say that clearly so that everything I tell you comes with the right context. What I can tell you is how our products are structured from a tax reporting standpoint. I can walk you through the concepts that come up most often in conversations with high-income investors. And I can tell you what questions to bring to your tax professional so you walk into that conversation prepared. Let's start with the basics. Freedom Notes is a debt instrument. When you invest, you are a note holder, a lender. Your returns are reported as interest income on a 1099 INT. That means the tax reporting is simple. You receive interest. It shows up on a form you already know. No complex partnership schedules, no K-1, no depreciation pass-through. For investors who want simple, predictable tax reporting alongside simple, predictable returns, this is the structure. One form, interest income, done. Here's where the conversation gets more nuanced. A lot of high-income investors have heard about depreciation as a tool to reduce their tax bill, and it's real. When you own real estate directly or invest in a syndication as an equity investor, you can potentially receive depreciation benefits that create a paper loss on your investment. But here's the important thing for W-2 earners. The physicians, dentists, and salaried professionals this video is built for. Under IRS rules, passive activity losses from real estate generally can't offset active W-2 income. There are exceptions, most notably for people who qualify as real estate professionals under IRS guidelines. But most high-income W-2 earners do not meet that threshold. I'm sharing this not to discourage you from exploring depreciation as a strategy. It's worth exploring with a qualified CPA who understands your full picture. I'm sharing it because I've watched too many investors get pitched on depreciation benefits that it doesn't apply to their situation. I'd rather tell you the truth up front. What Freedom Notes does provide is something that has real value, even without a tax reduction story. It provides fixed, predictable income at rates of 8 to 14% annually, rates well above what most high-income professionals are earning on their uninvested or low-yield capital. It provides income that doesn't require your time. Physicians and high earners are already trading their most valuable resource, which is time, for their primary income. Adding another active investment that demands attention is not a solution. Freedom Notes is, and it provides diversification outside of the market. A large portion of most professionals' wealth is tied to their income, their retirement accounts, and the stock market. All three move together in difficult economic environments. Real estate-backed private debt does not move with them. Here's what I suggest bringing to your CPA or tax advisor. Ask them whether your situation qualifies for real estate professional status, what it requires, what it would take, and whether it makes sense for your life and your income profile. Ask them what a cost segregation study is and whether you could benefit from one if you were investing in real estate as an equity partner rather than a note holder. Ask them how 1099 INT income from a private note fits into your current tax picture. Because at 8 to 14%, the return may be worth it, even if it doesn't create a tax offset. Come to that conversation informed. The goal is not to find a way to avoid taxes at all costs. It's to make sure every dollar you invest is working as hard as it possibly can. In our next video, we talk about one of the most important conversations in investing. What happens when an investor has been burned before and is trying to figure out who to trust again? If you're a high-income professional who wants to understand how Freedom Notes fits into your financial picture, go to chatwithfreedom.com. Our team will give you a straight answer and tell you honestly if this is the right fit. I hope this was helpful, and I hope we have the opportunity to work together.